Hi, Steve. You mentioned in relation to the draft last year, the acquisition of Jamal Wiseman, and of the big coup for you. But this year, sort of looking ahead now in terms of free agency and the draft, are you really looking for that sort of dynamic sort of guard, the likes of a Colin Sexton type that can really drive to the basket, that really gives that sort of energy? And we saw last year like Tyrese Halliburton going at 11th for Sacramento, which is probably a steal in the draft. Is that something you're trying to pick up this year, to look for that sort of elusive guard that might go under the radar in terms of a Sexton or a Halliburton?
Well, I think, that's really more Bob's job than mine. I mean, as a coach, obviously, I have a voice in personnel, and I will watch the guys that our scouts have suggested that we select, and I'll put my opinion in. I think the difference this year compared to last year, we'll see where the lottery lands. But when you're in the number 2 slot, it's very different from being in the 11th slot. You're thinking differently. You're thinking about impact long term, and about ceilings, about star potential, because we all know within a few years, we're gonna need new cornerstones of the franchise. And so if you have a chance to take a guy like James, who could potentially be a cornerstone, then you do it. If we're picking 14th with our own pick, or 7th or 8th or something with the Minnesota pick, well, that changes the perspective. It changes your options, because the guys who are possible cornerstones are probably already gone. And then you maybe have the luxury of thinking about your roster. And you're more likely to end up looking at guys, who have more experience, who are more prepared to play. And that's certainly something we're going to consider. But again, that's Bob's job. I will take part in it, but it's really, his ball, and he's going to make the play, and I'll have 100% trust in him, because he's always done an amazing job with the roster and with the draft. He's been a brilliant GM, and I'm lucky to work with him.
Sure, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, thanks, everybody. We'll see you down the road, hopefully in person.
Bye.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Anything on my end, feel free to text or call, and we'll go from there. Thank you.
Thanks, Raymond. Thanks, Brett.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.